We're live.
We are live and connected. Welcome to the Live Connection podcast number 14. Here's my feet. We are live in Las Vegas, Nevada, getting ready to storm Area 51. I'm joined by Jarrod.
That's not until September.
Well, we're getting ready. We've already got our HQ.
We're already there.
Eric's here, Grayden's here, and Peter's here behind the secondary camera. And of course, I'm Evan, and we are Live Connection. Matt's in the back as well, so he might run on screen and try to say something. And I think Jack just got here as well.
Who knows?
But
You got the whole crew.
we got the whole crew today.
DK crew.
So we're going to be doing the podcast, and then we are going to be streaming some Mario Maker right after. So I hope you enjoy it. The chat right now, we've actually are changing the podcast format, how we're streaming it. Peter is the only one who can see the chat right now. And what we're going to be doing is we're only really going to respond to things that are relevant to the conversation we're having, because we just want to keep the flow of the podcast like we have it on YouTube. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all the housekeeping stuff. Let's just jump into
So, Chuckle, he stopped watching porn for this. He hopes it's worth it.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Whew, that was a bad mistake.
We're on many foot fetish playlists, so
It's true.
you know,
It's true.
there you go, Shackle.
Pornhub Sundays. That's what Drew says.
Oh, man.
So, your
we
story.
should, we should stream to Pornhub.
Ooh, that's
I don't
a
know if
great
that's-
idea.
That is no, people do it.
Yeah,
That could be lucrative.
Yeah. And then we can finally make some money off of what we do.
Yeah, from our feet.
I was on my way here. This is just a side story I wanted to tell. And I was driving behind a Porsche 911. He was just like being that guy. He was zipping in between traffic, being really loud, like maxing his revs out before he would shift gears. And then he would stop like 30 feet ahead at the stoplight with everyone else. So, but then a Harley came up beside him, like a really nice Harley, and they just went at each other. They were revving and they were going. It was actually kind of cool to watch. But the whole time I was thinking of like the South Park episode where there's like no one's looking at me, and they're just making all this noise because that's all it was. It was just a bunch of noise.
I hate the noise motorcycles make. I get it's fun, and they all have fun doing it, but it's so, especially when it comes to small towns. Like, you ever notice that you're like sitting there, you got your ice cream, you're in like Black Diamond or something, and you're just there, and you're like, wow, what a beautiful day. It's so quiet, and then
So,
you're like, I'm enjoying this ice cream so much.
You're literally describing the South Park episode. Like they're fishing by a pond and they're like, oh, it's such a beautiful day. This is, I just love this. And then,
Chuckle donated a bit.
Oh,
He's
thanks,
saying,
Chuckle.
How did Cheers work? He's asking if I'm going to read it out or what's going on. So I told him, yeah. But yeah, he donated a bit.
Oh, cool.
Thanks, Chuckle.
Yeah, it's
Drew
a bit.
says probably for later when our Mario Maker stream happens, this caption should be 5 guys get destroyed by Mario.
5 guys. That's a good idea.
There's 7 of us, Drew.
Yeah, 7 boys. 7 boys, 1 Mario.
Boys. I don't know if we should say boys.
Boys.
You gotta say boys now.
We the boys.
6 men and a child. Sorry,
Who's
child.
the child?
That's for you to decide.
Oh.
Vote now.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times. I don't know. Like, there's been way more motorcycles in Calgary, I think, this year than previous years. At least that I've noticed.
It's probably just 'cause you're paying attention.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you count them?
No, I don't
You're
count.
like,
It's like
oh,
each
this year
comes
there's
up, I
about,
get my whiteboard
there's
out.
about
I'm
6
like,
million. Oh, but last year there was only 5 million.
This is insane. The numbers are going too high.
They don't add up.
I must be counting doubles.
Yeah.
counting doubles. I mark them all. As I
count
drive
based on
past, I
tire.
slap a big sticker on their helmet. And I'm like, all right, you've been tagged this year.
He does that because he has a lot of money in motorcycle stocks.
Oh.
He's just making sure the numbers are going up, so his stocks are going to produce money.
Exactly. 100%. Man, I've been playing a lot of Mario Maker too. Like, you just while you're talking about it. People are super creative, and I laugh every time at like they got the tutorial thing, and there's like, make sure you're fair to your players, and people are like, nah,
No, not at all.
There's some really hard stuff. Some of the levels that we got sent in are like ridiculous. Who was it? Thursday was streaming at us like, let the skilled play.
Oh, was
That's
that Vaneka?
Vaneka.
No, no,
yeah.
that was Carrie.
Yeah, that was
Carrie.
Kara. Carrie.
Yeah, that I went home and I beat that level on my own. I was like, I'm a skilled player. I can do it.
How long did it take you?
It didn't take me too long because I already knew how to do it. I just needed to master the controls is all. It took me probably like an hour, so it's not too bad.
Did we end up beating Tower of Heck?
Nope.
Chuckle's like saying, "Ooh, yeah, like just like Tower of Heck, he's bringing it up again, his level."
Tower of Heck.
It's the thing. It's so hard that 10-minute timer that we put on because like you need time to learn and adapt.
Yeah,
As
but
you
we're
get
doing
further
so
along.
many levels. Like
Yeah.
we have to keep up with that, otherwise, it's just anarchy.
Yep. No, I agree with you.
Then the Sith win.
The Sith win.
But
can't
is
have that.
10 minutes too short?
Maybe we could up it to 15.
Ooh,
That's pretty generous, Seven.
We're gonna have to vote on it though.
I think we should go down to 9.5.
9.5. That's pretty good too.
There here 9.5.
We gotta increase
Just let
our
the
skills.
skill play.
Me.
I finally
Not Peter, that's
feel
for
like
sure.
I've mastered a level that's fun, but also gives you somewhat of a challenge. And like with checkpoints and everything, it should be entirely easy for someone to like beat it, only dying
Ooh.
3 or 4 times. And then, but I also think it's just fun. So I hopefully think people are gonna like it.
Chuckle says 15 for hard levels with another bit donation.
15. Okay,
Yeah, 15.
we're
is-
doing
yeah.
it. Woo!
I just built another level recently that we haven't played yet because we're getting so many fan submissions. But it like I don't know if it's my easiest level to date or if I'm getting better at the game. But there's a really neat mechanic, or at least I thought it was neat towards the end that I really want you guys to experience. So I'm gonna try to get us there today. I think at some point if we have time.
No, we're doing 15 minutes now.
I keep
I thought
finding
9.5.
No, wait. No, we're only streaming for 15 minutes. What?
Oh, okay.
And then
One
we're
level.
done.
Oh,
So each
jeez.
level gets like 1 minute.
So you
tops.
you
That's
see
the
that
new thing.
notification when we're live? You better tune in right away.
Otherwise, we're gone. I found one. It's cool how you can find all the different mechanics in it and things that you would never expect. Like I discovered, which is part of my level that I'm coming out with soon, is if you put wings on the little beetle things, the blue beetles, you can actually, when you jump on them, you won't like bounce off them or kill them. You'll just stand on them,
Yeah.
and but then they'll always fly straight up. They'll fly up. They won't fly up and down. So I've used that as a way to get across like a chasm and everything. It's pretty fun actually. It's hard, but it's doable.
Awesome.
That's it.
Well,
That's
nice,
my
yeah.
TED talk.
Yeah, there's a lot of little cool tricks that I'm trying to like the P block moment of in
Yeah.
like that whether it's a platform like over a spike.
Oh,
You
yeah.
bounce off the P.
Yeah, I hear there's also like blocks. You can use them like clouds, where you can actually go up through them, but you can't go back down unless you hit the P block. So you can use it to like force people to only go one direction and not go back the other way. I don't know why you'd use a P block instead of a cloud, but I'm sure there's some stuff you can do with that.
I think it can be like a super temporary platform to like get indoors too.
Yeah.
Like you have to jump on it and then like immediately go in the door, or else you're just like,
And you-
well,
Dunsky.
Well, I tested out if you could like make a line of them and then run across them, but Mario's not fast enough to
come on,
to
Mario.
make that last. So
Did you sprint?
Snow
or was that,
Sonic.
like, from the
just
beginning?
sprint. When you sprint, like it can't. He'll get through 2 before he just falls and hits the third P block.
Why don't you have Mario Maker, Jared?
Because I need to save money.
Okay. Fair.
Because I went to Australia.
That's not a reasonable excuse, Jared.
Imagine all the copies of Mario Maker you could have bought with that money.
Yeah. You could have like 3 copies.
You could have bought
At
me a copy.
least.
You could have got Peter a whole Switch.
How about this? Peter can buy a Switch and Mario Maker, and then he can buy me a copy of Mario Maker.
I like that idea.
Why?
All in
What a
favor?
Why not?
All right. Yeah.
Because that cost me money. No, wait, what?
Yeah, it's
we
already
just
happened.
voted it.
It's been voted. in.
Majority voting.
Do we
Peter.
get a no vote at least?
No.
No.
Are you
If
guys voting that there's no...
Yeah,
no
no,
no,
vote
we
for
voted.
Nova.
Yeah, majority right there. So about this Fortnite thing you brought up earlier.
it's they had I don't know what tournament it is. I know it's like a big championship for Fortnite.
Chuckle says.
And the grand prize for if you came in first place, it's I think the record number, like the record highest prize amount ever for like a gaming competition, and that's $3 million. And I think like if you came in last place, you still win like $50,000.
That's a huge
See-
prize pool, though.
Oh yeah,
That's a participation award. that
I know,
I could
but
get
it's
on
why
board with.
society's going down.
I don't know like how accurate that is, but I know like even if like fifth place won $1 million, like you still win a good bit of money even in last place.
What would, like, let's say you guys got an invite to this tournament.
Yeah.
What's your strategy?
I don't. There's
Learn
no strategy.
learn
I'm
how to
gonna win
play
either way.
Fortnite.
Just don't go somewhere completely outside where anyone else is going, and just avoid all conflict. As long as
People will find you
as
though.
long as I
Can
get
I-
to the top 50, I am happy. I made my money. I'm out of there.
Here's the thing, though, is like that's what we usually do, and like you look at what is it, PUBG. You look at a few of the different ones. That's what we always did, and we always lost because of it.
No,
it was the games that we were more aggressive that we won.
But my strategy
Definitely
is not
Apex.
to win. Because if I go try to win, I have a really high chance of dying, being one of the first to die.
Okay, here's
My strategy is just to survive as long as possible. I have no intent on winning this
So
thing.
another thing about the payout, Chuckle says that like if you do certain things, then you get the teams get an extra $2 million like before the game even ends.
What do I have to do to just
It's like
get an
special, like I assume it's like challenges or something like that.
Get
You know,
10 kills or something.
something like
Kill
that.
someone
Probably.
with the
but like
Mozambique.
$2 million.
Okay, so here's the thing, Evan. Then I'm gonna flip this around. I'm gonna put it in a game that you're good at,
Rocket League.
Rocket League. So it's like in Rocket League, would you just kind of like try to get one goal and like passively sit back?
No, because I'm good at the game. I know if I can attack it, but I'm not good at these games. I'm not good at PUBG or Apex or any of this where it's like I can just go into a situation extremely confident that I can kill everybody in the room if there's even like more than like if it's me versus one other person, I pretty much have like a 75% chance of dying because I'm just so bad at the game. Like I'll miss every shot. I'll have no strategy for moving over obstacles. I'll pretty much just stand there, try to get my shots off, and they'll be freaking running circles around me, and then they'll drop an anchor or something.
It's amazing how like performance anxiety like that can impact you. Because like I'm just like referring to like games like that or like PUBG or stuff like that. Whenever I was last, I'd always shit the bed because I'd be so like nervous, like I'm gonna die.
Yeah, like
It's the
can you
same
imagine
thing.
that, but with a $50,000 cash
But
prize?
that's what I'm like what I was gonna say with like games like any ranked game, but I'll use Siege because I played ranked earlier. Is like if you're the last person and there's like 2 or 3 people on the other team, it is so stressful because in that game you can hear everyone moving around. So you're sitting there going shit, and you just hear like a guy running down this hallway coming to you, a guy running down this hallway, and it's just like I don't know. It's tough when you're the last person alive in any of those games. Like to give you any credit there is like I think most people get really almost anxious in those situations.
Drew says that Evan's good at dodgeball. Can you verify this?
I'm
Evan?
not really that good at dodgeball.
I could see you being like a dodgeball pro.
No, I wasn't.
Evan's
Can you
You
dodge
should-
a wrench?
I can see him be a coach. Yeah.
At school, like at university, the dodgeball was huge. Like in one of the residences I lived in, and some people were just absolutely unreal at dodgeball. Drew is really good at dodgeball, actually. Like, just like some of the power, like Drew has a really powerful throw. Like it'll just like it's like a bullet. And we played in this small gymnasium where it would probably be about twice the size. One half of the gym would be twice the size of this room. Regardless, it was
That's confusing.
it was big enough where if you threw the dodgeball at the back wall from the center, you'd have to get a really strong throw to get it to roll all the way back. And guys like Drew and tons of other guys who are just unreal could just chuck it at there. It just make a huge boom when it hits the back wall, and then it would pretty much come all the way back without touching the ground. Like that's how powerful of a throw they would have.
Dang,
and like
dude.
guys are like curving the ball in the air and like doing drop shots and all this stuff. And then there's me on
some
the back
Matrix,
wall like a freaking starfish, and they're throwing balls at me, and I'm just like,
Evan's got his glasses on. in the
So you're the
corner.
dodger.
He's like-
as soon as you start talking about size and you're like, oh, it's about this, all I imagined was like the gym was the size of a squash court. and there's like a single line across.
That'd be
That's kinda like
the
that.
scariest dodgeball game in the world.
That'd be like me throwing it at Peter from this distance and just
That'd be an
I'm
interesting
small. I
version.
can dodge it.
could you?
Throwing dodgeballs at a wall,
Okay.
and then that's how you kill people, bouncing it off the wall.
I want dodgeball battle royale.
New video. Peter versus me in dodgeball.
Drew Drew's just like, I actually have to leave in about 20 minutes for a dodgeball game.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, the guy-
Shuckle donating 4 bits.
Thanks, Chuck.
Thanks,
I just
Shuckle.
realized
Dang,
you have a fake wall. What fake? What Shuckle? This is a banner and a brick wall.
That's real brick,
That's real brick.
For sure.
It's actually a fireplace, so that is true. It's not a wall; it's a fireplace.
Yeah,
Peter
but anyway.
just doesn't burn.
You could just punch a hole in that wall though. It's just drywall.
Oh, but please don't.
You could though.
But just think of how entertaining that would be for the people.
But think about how painful that would be. For
That's
my
why we
wall.
can't
You just
invite
gotta find the
anyone
stud.
named
I
Kyle.
painted this wall.
Back
If you invite someone named
You paint it, I
Kyle,
can
he'll
fix
punch
it.
a hole in the wall.
yeah. Back on like performance anxiety. I think PUBG and like all those battle royales.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna take that in a total.
That was my girlfriend.
Got a whiskey dick. in
Those,
that
all those battle royales, like it's the perfect environment for that, right? Like you're like everything's on the line every time you jump in that game because you die once and it's all over. And I think that's why I am very bad at those games because I put too much value on my life in those games. And I try my hardest. I try my hardest to just survive, and I don't really play. I don't play the game because I'm just trying
What
to
about
survive.
like survival Minecraft? Like the Hunger Games of Minecraft, which is also making a big comeback right
Yeah.
now, by the way.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I was
It's
talking
huge.
about it. I was talking about it in the one stream I did when I was talking to Shuckle about it, and I was like, if there's one game mode in Minecraft that I wish I had played more of, it was probably that one.
Yeah.
it's so much. It's so interesting. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I would love to get like a live connection Minecraft battle royale going on, but like none of us have computers to play it
It's
on.
on
And,
cross-platform.
well, we can do it on Xbox or something, but like
But
not
see,
all of
no,
us have Minecraft for Xbox, do we?
Yeah.
Well, not all of us have Game Pass.
Yeah, we do.
I'm pretty sure all of us have.
Jack, do you have
Except
Minecraft?
for maybe Jack.
I don't have Minecraft. I got Game Pass.
Okay, sounds
You
like
got
we're doing
Minecraft.
You heard it here first. We're doing a battle royale Minecraft. Not this week, not next week, but
Not-
sometime
not
in the
anytime
near
soon.
future. We got to build the stadium first.
Shuckle says the expert with quotations.
What expert?
So does that mean that we host the server on somebody's PC so we can get like the world set up and everything?
And that means like if the world was hosted on PC as well, then we could download a Hunger Games map, host it, and then you guys can just jump right into it.
It's true.
That would be
Wow.
easy. And we could do it all right here, but we just would need to get like we could
can
make it a
host
whole
it.
event.
It's $40, says Shuckle, for 1 bit.
40 what?
It's for like Minecraft is $40 on PC.
Oh yeah. Well, I
And
have
he
it on
donated
PC.
a bit.
Oh, but you know what? You have to buy for the you actually have to buy the cross-platform Minecraft in order for it to play cross-platform because you can still own the one you would have downloaded off of Mojang's website however long ago.
Yeah, you can still. Yeah,
But it doesn't work. It's not the same version
is.
as the cross. No, because I tried it the other day.
When I got my new computer, I went to the website and like, hey, you bought Minecraft 8 years ago. Would you like to download it again? I was like, yeah, and then it worked. And I played on our Xbox server.
That's right. If you're an owner of the previous version, it's a free update.
What? What?
I was an owner of the previous version.
I tried and tried until a while ago. I was like, I'll just buy it. Fine. Fine. Here's my money. Fine. Wasted money.
Peter, how many times have you bought Minecraft now?
Just twice. Just
I've-
once on PC. Oh, 3 times.
I've bought it PC. I've bought it Xbox 360. I bought it Xbox One. I've bought it Nintendo Switch.
So is this
I
like,
bought-
I'm with you on that.
It's like Skyrim.
yeah, it's like Skyrim.
But we all got Minecraft when it was like $10 in the OG days. So
yeah, we even had a kid in our class back in the day, back in when we were in grade 9. So I don't know what's that? 10 years ago? 11 years ago?
no.
how old are you?
9.
That's 9 years ago.
Yeah, 9 years ago.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it is.
Years ago.
Yeah, so 9.
5 years since we were since we
old.
graduated.
Yeah, and then
gonna die
it would have
soon.
been 3-4 years since grade 9.
Shit.
Yeah. Fuck all you.
It's like 8 or 9. Yeah.
Shuckle says gamer alert to when you announced all of the times you bought Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm a hardcore gamer.
I was gonna make a comment because Peter's like, "Oh, I can't believe I bought toys." You're like, "Yeah, Peter." I was like, "Was it the competition of bad life choices or something?"
I love bad life choices. But yeah, we had a kid in our grade 9 class who had Minecraft when when it just came out in alpha or something, and he was playing it and we were like, "Oh, what is this?" And he toted, I don't know if it was true or not, that he was one of the first 100 people to buy the game, which I don't think is true, because like, how can you hear about a game and be one of the first people to buy it?
I was one of
like-
the first 100 people to buy a PlayStation 2.
Oh, hi,
You're
Adam
probably
J.
one of the first 100 people that still play Fallout 76.
I was one of the first people to buy a Nintendo DS as well. So
Man,
Were you?
Adam J.
I was actually the first person to get a Nintendo DS in Canada.
And my dad works for Nintendo.
Okay, so he was
I own
probably lying.
Nintendo.
So he was probably lying, but there had to have been 100 people that were the first 100, right?
Yeah, it was like scene anners.
Yeah, that's how.
Oh my
That's how it
god!
works. When things get really popular, it has to be a start to it.
If
No,
the
it just
person who
goes
got
everyone
it big was Scene Anners.
Yeah.
Scene Anners was the one that made Minecraft go.
Do you think they ever compensated him for that? Or
No.
Oh.
Do you think they were
Absolutely
just like,
not.
No.
He got to meet like Deadmau5 and stuff from it though. I remember like he got to meet celebrities and was part of like big Machinima streams when they were a thing that existed.
Is Scene Nanner still making content?
I
Yeah.
think so. I think he probably streams.
still
It's
pretty
evolved
successful?
over time, and I think he's less successful. He's not in his peak
Yeah.
time, whatever, but he's still pulling in decent numbers, I think.
Okay.
I know he like plays with Gassy Mexican a lot.
Okay.
Sounds butthurt, Chuckle says.
Well, all those original YouTubers, like, I think a lot of them are pretty much made at this point. Like, even if they did fall out of the limelight, I think they've made Actually, no, I think there's a lot more money you can make on YouTube now than you could in the beginning.
Well,
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
I feel like that, and the fact that everything's multi-platform now, where it's like no one's really just YouTube or just like they usually. You see a lot of the big ones are just all over the place.
Yeah. This is a good time to bring up we're streaming on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook right now.
Our Facebook.
Our Facebook.
Yep.
And if you want to go watch it on one of the other platforms, Peter might be so nice to just hit that exclamation mark, those commands I showed you.
Which one?
Just
Oh,
do all
of them?
three of them. Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And get those. If you want to watch it somewhere else, go see it somewhere else.
What about
You know,
Facebook?
if only we had Nightbot doing this on a timed interval.
Oh, you can do that.
I
but
know, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So you don't
You
make
can,
me-
Peter.
You got.
That's the thing.
Baited. You got
No!
totally baited.
You didn't even let me explain. That's a bad idea. Because, like, even though we do have chat interaction, if we don't have enough, then it'll just start looking like spam. We're spamming ourselves because that's all that'll be in the
You
chat.
can't see if people join, they can't see the past messages.
Welcome
I
to
swear
the
to God.
welcome to the live connection meeting, hosted live in front of everyone.
You don't make me get up and get upset, Evan.
Yeah.
Peter,
make
watch
him
out! You
knock
must
over
you're
all
gonna
of
use your
his
butt to hit
monitors.
over all your
Sorry,
stuff.
my
Would you
butt's so big.
Would you
Big booty.
Would you calm down? Sit back down.
Sit your butt down, Peter.
Get in your high chair.
Drop it low.
This isn't even close to a high chair.
Sorry, your low chair.
Thank you.
So I have a question for the group.
Shoot.
Oh,
It's kind of like my question last week about the golden age. What would you consider
you
we're
wouldn't
in
let
the
us
golden
answer?
age? That I wouldn't let you answer. Okay, I'm bad at giving these questions. I'm trying to be better.
Okay, let's hear it.
So now here's something. It's another kind of deeper topic because I'm a deep man now. Very deep.
Just ask the question. You clearly aren't trying to get better.
So the question is, if you could remove one thing in the world right now that you think would make society as a whole better, what would that thing be?
Lil Nas X.
Shuck and Cox says golden age of anime. Bringing
Sorry,
up
I-
the
Yeah.
last big question.
I heard Little Nas X, and everything you just said blew out of my mind. Can you?
Okay, what?
You already stated
What's
your
one thing in the world like hunger, or something else like that, war that if you could remove from society that you think would make society
Well, you
better?
didn't specify
You
that.
can
just said
meme
anything.
Well,
that
you can
could
meme.
remove.
You
I
can
just
give a meme
society
answer.
Sorry, guys. I just want to chime in here. Evan has some good answers, like getting rid of poverty and hunger. I just want to take a moment to appreciate the fact that Grayden's like, I want to get rid of Old Town Road. Like, that's really what bugs me the most
Well,
in society.
that was his first question. Said anything, and I didn't think about world problems.
Well, anything
I
that
thought
you
about
think
my
should-
problems.
I would get rid of animal abuse.
Animal abuse?
Shuckle says global warming, and Adam says Fortnite.
Fortnite.
My answer is Fortnite as well.
So you.
I'm sticking with animal abuse.
So Jarrod wants no animals to come to any harm again, and Peter just doesn't want people to play a game he doesn't play at all.
Yeah. You got it.
Okay.
Over to you, Eric.
Pollution.
Nice.
We can
Yeah.
give Mimi answers too. We don't have to be serious.
No,
about this.
we're serious. This is a serious
we're all-
NPR
we're all
conversation.
deep boys.
It's not actually going to be
to
gone.
NPR.
So you don't have to say lame stuff like peace and whatnot. Because it's not actually going to happen.
I hate peace.
Yeah, right?
There's
Peace
nothing.
is so boring. How do I make money if it's not war times?
All right,
Peace and love.
What's your
Peace and love.
meme answer, Jarrod?
my meme answer.
Yeah.
The Oilers.
My meme answer is Fortnite.
Fortnite as well. You guys hate Fortnite that much. Why do you hate Fortnite so
Just
much?
get it out.
Dude, you say yeet.
So
You're just like a Fortnite kid.
You know what
except
I'd
you
get
don't
rid of?
play Fortnite.
You know what I would
what
get rid of?
the fuck did you just say?
Here's something I
You
would
hear
get rid of.
this shit?
That.
Shit.
I would get rid of toxic communities in gaming
Oh, that's a good one.
That's
So
not
you're
even a
getting rid of
memey one.
gamers
I
altogether?
just
because
I want gaming oppression to come to an end.
Gamers are the most oppressed group.
We are.
it's literally any
Undertale,
game now.
Shuckle
You have
says.
people they even separate games into ranked and casual, and it doesn't matter what you play. If you go play casual, which is people learning the game, it's like people are still saying you're shit at this game. I can't believe you made that mistake. What the hell are you doing? Kind of thing. Where it's like that's what go to ranked. If you want people who are of
MLG
level,
Where do you
Super
want
Pro.
me to go
Yeah.
if I want to just yell at somebody I don't know?
just go play Grand Theft Auto and
Well,
yell
you
at
want
the
it
NPCs.
out of all games.
I said NPCs.
Go yell at
NPCs.
your brother.
Go
Go
yell
Overwatch.
at NPCs.
Go to Overwatch. They got a great community for you.
Go yell at Lil Nas on Twitter or something.
Yeah, Shuckle says the Undertale fandom. Just all of them.
He'd get rid of the Undertale. I agree with that. That'd be a good one.
The fandom for sure.
Adam
the game?
says
No, keep the game.
Area 51 guards.
Area 51. This
Yo.
man is stinking.
That's smart. That's a
They
good
can't
one.
stop us if they're not there anymore.
But
That's almost as genius as there had to have been a first 100 people that thought they even played it.
Did you guys see Rooster Teeth just put out a short about Area 51 and people storming it?
Oh, did they?
Oh, I didn't see that.
They were like, we started losing so many numbers. That's like years after the fact. All these people are like old and gray. It's like a grandpa with a vape. He's like,
Yeah.
Grandpa with the vape.
we lost so many people, but there was one hero among them. We never knew his name. We just called him Florida Man. And he led the charge. It's a really great video.
Took a bullet right between the eyes.
I know one other thing we could get rid of. We could get rid of milk. So
What?
all of our dads will stop leaving.
Oh.
Like if there's no more milk, our dads will just stay. Come back, Dad.
That line. That oof. That thought logic path. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You've broken Evan.
That was Evan's
It's never that. It's
He was
never
like,
that
"Well, I'm
hard.
not doing it for milk. What do I have to do?
You crippled his higher mind.
Now I'm just gonna have to go back. Gonna have to leave the house to get a new Jewel pod. I need a refill and never come back. Vape for the rest of my life without a family.
Jewels are
support.
the new milk.
Oh god.
That is funny though. That Rooster Teeth video. I want to see that. They're finally coming out with their new season of Rooster Teeth shorts.
Yeah, they're doing more live action stuff, which is nice.
Yeah, I really like that stuff.
Jewel pod.
The Jewel pod.
Is there?
You don't know what a Jewel pod is, Peter?
It's a Tide
God.
Pod and a Jewel.
No, it's just the cartridges you use to reload your
that's
Jewel.
what Shuckle said.
Huh?
Like Jewel pod. That's just right.
Yeah, Jewel pod.
Kind of speaking of, sorry to interrupt, Evan.
I was just
Speaking
gonna
on
shit
Red
on Peter,
versus
that's
Blue, I've thought about this recently. I guess like Machinima as a form of like video making is kind of dead, isn't it? Like you don't really see any machinima anymore. Even Red versus Blue isn't really machinima. It's just like
It's like
Animation.
It's just
yeah,
like
it's
an
full animation.
now,
Like
yeah.
I don't.
Well, that's still technically machinima.
I no like machinima is in like using in-game engine to like create a video, and like they don't use any at least as far as I know.
I guess it's just people don't really enjoy that anymore. I don't know.
I don't even know if it's they enjoy it. I think it's a lot of time to make them. Like it's a lot of.
So is animation though.
That's
yeah,
true.
but I think animation, like, at least you're not limited by the game, right?
Yeah, that's
so you
true.
can do whatever the heck you want.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's more.
So the definition of machinima is the use of real-time computer graphics engines to create a cinematic production.
So
Most
what-
oftenly used. Video games are most oftenly used.
Okay.
But that's what I mean by like harder, because it's like you don't have that freedom. It's restricted based on what you can do in the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't at me. The best machinima of all time was RB and the Chief. Of all time. Don't even at me. Best one. Go
I can-
watch it.
I'm
If
at
you
it,
haven't
though.
seen it, you need to go watch it.
I
It's
can get
hilarious.
behind that. That's a good one. I'm sure it's somewhere on the internet, but can you watch it from like the original creator? I would hope so.
No, because he lost rights to it and Machinima deleted it all.
Wasn't Arby and the Chief technically live action?
But
was
it's a
all those,
mix
like,
of both.
dolls?
It was a mix of both because they would do a bunch of stuff in game as well. Like
Okay,
they
I
kind of did it like South Park as well, like that South Park episode where like it would be RB and the Chief hanging out, but then there would be some threat within Halo multiplayer that would like threaten to destroy all multiplayer games, and it'd be like some
Yeah.
bad dude like who would just like hack into the game and like do all this godlike stuff, and like it was up to RB and the Chief to stop them. It was great. Best thing about it too is that both RB and the Chief's voices were those Microsoft
Yeah.
computer software
Yeah.
voices, so it's pretty good. BBQ.
I miss like all of the overly dramatic like Call of Duty machinimas.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking of one. It's from like one of the old creatures or something, where it's someone in a ghillie suit just like sitting there, and it's like supposedly the inner monologue of the sniper being like,
Yeah.
watching my target, and it has like this black and white like effect over it, and then when it shoots the guy, the blood like goes on the wall, and it has the classic like Call of Duty like falling down. I miss that. I want some of that old school machinima.
Yeah, we should make some.
Let's do it.
We should bring back
we could
Machinima.
try. I mean, we have the capability.
We have the capability.
Do you guys know the machinima maker SMG4?
Negative, Captain.
That's like Shuckle's favorite
What
one.
shows did they do?
I don't
might
know.
the shows.
But apparently he went to shit a long time ago, I guess.
Sanity Not Included is really good machinima too.
Was that? Oh yeah, it was Machinima. Oh, one of the funniest Machinimas out there was definitely that Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5.
Oh,
Such a great video.
That's a classic.
I love that one. Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5.
Rating pending. because some people couldn't stand stabbing a nun in the eye with a number 2 pencil.
That's a good one. Go watch that if you've never seen it. It's hilarious. It might not have aged
We're
well.
really like
but-
diving into the past here.
yeah, dude. I think machinima needs to make like a comeback.
Well,
Hey, let's give
they're
it a-
dead.
Yeah,
Not
Machinima's
not
dead
like
as a channel.
machinima as a channel. Like
Oh,
machinima
okay.
is an art form, I guess you got. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what Wikipedia considered it, an art form.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to think what games could we do it in. Now.
You could do it. There are a
Halo,
lot of games. You
yeah,
could
Halo Theater mode. You could do No Man's Sky. You could, there's a
we
bunch
could do
of
Fallout
games.
76.
Yeah.
We could do.
What else?
We could do
you
even like a Dark Souls one.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Like
could.
it could be pretty funny too.
Shuckle feels very strongly that Machinima, the company, should not come back.
No,
That- I-
it
I
should
completely
not.
agree
They
with
were
that.
horrible to their creators.
Yeah.
Well, because
They screwed them over.
From Funhouse were from there, weren't they?
Originally,
Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were when they were
Inside gaming.
yeah,
Inside
that's it.
game.
There's a lot of people that have moved on from machinima, and they're all like, "That was like it was fun, but the company is awful. They are horrible people who
Yeah.
are running that place."
Well, it's like that other company that would take, like Chris Stuckman was a part of, and they were stealing. They weren't
Defy
giving people-
Media?
Defy, yeah, they weren't
Oh,
giving people their
yeah.
money and everything. Mm-hmm. That's pretty shady.
Yeah.
Oh man, and there's that update about Andy Signor and all.
Well, we won't touch that.
Yeah,
with a
that's
10-foot pole,
too.
but
That's too much.
I mean, talking about productions, like this is kind of a different topic, but I've been watching Netflix TV shows like from Netflix, like Netflix originals.
Yeah.
And I find it funny how like some shows are just so well done. Like the CGI is really well done. Like the acting's really well done. And then you have others, and I'm gonna name the most recent one that I watched. 1 second, let me get it. It's a space travel one. It's very new. Another Life.
Oh,
So
I've seen that all over the front page.
Yeah, so I started watching it because I was like, oh, I like the 100. So I was like, oh,
Oh, I love the 100. Yes,
It's
the best show.
That was a weird high five.
Why'd you put up your other?
I got the mic restricted me. I couldn't get there.
So I was like, oh, this one might be good because it's kind of it's kind of the same idea,
My
right?
sweaty
Like
hands.
it's space travel, settlement, and all that kind of stuff.
Hyperhidrosis.
Its acting is horrible. Its CGI are horrible. I don't understand because it's like it's Netflix producing it.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're two different companies producing it. It's Netflix, and I'm just like, why is it so bad?
I think sometimes they're just trying to hit a quota for shows, and they just don't care.
But
Like
it's
this-
it's not always Netflix produced. Like Riverdale, for example, it's got like the Netflix logo,
Logo
on
and
it, but it's
everything.
just they just own like the digital rights to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's CW though.
okay.
I think Netflix and the CW have some sort of cahoots going on.
That's just like an example, but like I'm pretty sure a lot of like Netflix just essentially buys a lot of IPs and stuff.
Okay, 'cause
Yeah.
I was like, this one was bad. Like a scene in this one, she's basically gonna kick this guy, and it's like one of those like pause, camera focus on her. She's like anger building. It's like, "Hua!" And the guy goes like, "Oh,
oh no!
I'm like watching this. I'm like, all right, I'm no producer. I don't make high end quality movies.
Yeah.
but it's like.
You compare that to like the Daredevil or Punisher fight scenes.
Yeah.
and it's probably-
So it's just like, it's just hard to watch when you know that they can do so much better than
Yeah.
that.
Well, I mean, freaking Iron Fist was garbage. Like that show was not good, but like
I kind of liked it.
it still came out
Uh-oh.
and still.
I'm
it
not.
still did
I know
what
it was
they
a bad
did.
show. I just liked it.
Yeah, but there's always shows and movies like that, right? Where it's like they're not necessarily unreal movies or shows, but they're just fun to watch.
Yeah,
I honestly just I liked how Iron Fist was portrayed. I know other people hated him. I know his choreography was bad, but I just liked his like, I'm a kid just doing my fucking best. No one likes me.
yeah. I find a lot of shows, like their first season or even like their first couple episodes, are pretty bumpy. Like even the 100, that first episode was super like cringy. I thought I was gonna stop watching it, and then all of a sudden the kid fucking like kills himself, and I'm like, holy shit! And then they like go all culty on Murphy, and they're gonna fucking hang him. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta keep watching this show.
It's one of those shows like they had a couple seasons that were rough in the middle. They're doing a good job in this newest season of like bringing it back to kind of newer concepts and making it a better show again.
Well, they pretty much just destroyed their entire all their lore and restarted again. Pretty much.
They had to.
Yeah.
They had nowhere else to go with it. You can only destroy the world so many times.
They destroyed the world like 3 times in that show.
And then they're like, now we're going to move a different planet.
We're out of here.
More worlds to destroy.
Spoiler
Pretty
alert.
much, too.
Spoiler alert for seasons 1 through 5 of the 100. Very good show. Go watch it. Got Evan
Even
and
though it
Jared
just got
Steele.
entirely spoiled.
Yeah. No, but it's actually a sweet
Yeah.
show. How many times have I told you to go see it? A couple times.
Yeah, at least a couple
It's
times.
one of those ones that it's again character based, so you gotta get to know the characters, and
Yeah.
then it becomes a much better show. Whereas in the beginning, I agree, it was kind of rough, and it's like a typical start to one of that style of that type of show.
It's a CW network show, so it's made by like the same people as Riverdale, and it starts off where it's like they get off the ship and it's all these attractive young people coming out, and like the world had just like recovered from a nuclear apocalypse, and then like they play Radioactive by Imagine Dragons, and you're just like, oh, here we go. But then it just all of a sudden it's just like, actually, never mind, we're not that show. Boom! Here's some actual cool shit that's gonna happen. Yeah, it's dope. It's a good
That
show.
talking about that show kind of remind me of I think it's a new show that came out from Seth Rogen and I think Evan Goldberg on Amazon Prime. I really want to watch it. It's supposed to be like a superhero comedy or something. The one like way one scene I can describe is like this guy and girl are like making out or something, and then like a flashlight character like speeds by and she's gone, and there's just like a spray of blood, and the dude's just like, sorry, I just gotta keep going, and he's just holding her hands because he just blew right through her, and he's just like, ah! And apparently it's a really good show. I want to watch it.
I have Prime TV, and I've yet to watch. Like I've watched some of the old horror movies on there, but that's all I've really watched on my Prime TV.
Have you watched Letterkenny?
Is that on Prime TV?
No, that's on Crave.
I also
that's with Amazon Prime.
Oh,
Pierre,
is
can
it?
you see if you
Okay.
can bring up
no,
the trailer?
that's a Crave thing.
I want to
Sorry?
watch it.
The new Seth Rogen show?
Oh, yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Sorry,
it looks
I'm
really good.
seeing
Anyway,
it in
I'll
the
see
chat.
it.
Why is it so hard for like Crave and Amazon to have proper UIs? Like Netflix's UI is great.
It's actually perfect.
Just copy that. Like Amazon Prime's, like it's horrible to navigate.
Crunchyroll's is terrible as
Yeah.
well.
Crave is fine.
No,
It's
Crave
owned by-
is
it's owned by Shaw.
horrible.
I use Crave. It's
No, when you use it on the TV, it
okay,
takes
that's
forever to. It just doesn't work,
I just use it on my phone. I've never done it on
and you
TV.
can't even properly scroll through episodes. You have to like you. It takes forever to fast forward through something. You can't just move the scroller somewhere. You have to fast forward.
I think
it's
that's a user error.
no, that is literally the TV. The TV app is horrible. Like on laptop, you can just click wherever you want to go.
I like how earlier you were talking about like what's a big problem in the world you could get rid of, and now you're like, I can't scroll fast enough to the TV.
No, dude, some companies just have no clue when it comes to the user interface. It's garbage. Like, I found this a lot with a lot of the programs I used throughout my degree. There was one program called SolidWorks. It was great. You could make shapes in it easily. You could do a bunch of stuff super easily. It was great. You go to any other software that's trying to do the same thing, and for some reason, it's just like something as simple as drawing a circle and making it a sphere is like a 10-step process, where in SolidWorks, it's like boop, boop, done. And then here it's like, oh no, first you gotta draw, and then you gotta zoom out, and then you gotta click here, and then you gotta click there. And it's like, why can't you just look at the stuff that works and copy it? It's not like they have a copyright on that. Why is it so hard?
Am I the only one who ever had to use GIMP for anything?
Yeah, I think you. Yeah.
So
I use GIMP a bunch too.
okay, then Peter can vouch for me on this, because like I was talking to a guy at work, and he's asking me what stuff we use for our channel, and he's like, why don't you use GIMP? And I'm like, because I use GIMP for the first like 6 months of our channel, and it's literally the most unintuitive, useless program I've ever seen.
GIMP is
It's
a
like-
good name for it.
Yeah.
It like everything that could possibly be like logical for you to do on GIMP just is not there whatsoever. It's
Yeah.
literally to crop an image is like a 48-step process. You have to be a professor to know how to do that. It's just absolute garbage.
I mean, I'll defend GIMP a little bit. It's a powerful program, but the UI is garbage.
Yeah, but
it's just hard to do everything.
Yeah, and that ruins a program, though. In
Yeah.
my eyes. Like,
But for a free program, like if you're really strapped for cash, it will work. You just
Yeah.
got to spend the time learning it.
Well, that's the thing. Because I'm a part of a few different YouTube groups on Facebook, and that's like on one of them. That's like every day. It's like the same thing. It's like, what is a free blah 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 you can use for video editing or photo editing or whatever? And it's just like they keep listing all these ones, and I'm like, in all honesty, I get that sometimes it's hard to afford the stuff because it's not cheap. Adobe software is not cheap. Vegas Pro software is not cheap.
It's not.
So it's just like, but at the same time, it's like they want the free stuff. Why don't you just do some research? Because a lot of the time when I find when they ask in those groups, they get a lot of these software, but it's a lot of pirate this or torrent that kind of stuff. Where it's like if you literally just Google and a free Photoshop style or whatever, even if you got like Photoshop Lite or Lightroom, I guess it's called, is the lesser version of it. They're either inexpensive or free, and you're usually getting a good product, right? Like it's like, I don't know. I just find too many times people try to find anything that's free and don't just like quickly just look up something, just do a little bit of research.
yeah.
Shuckle said pirate stuff. Pirate it.
We don't condone pirating here.
Pirate it until you can afford to get it realsies.
Fake
Yeah,
it till you make it.
Once you can get something, you should support it.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I always hated with some people is like they'll keep getting something free, but then they'll complain about the software or they'll complain about this. And I'm like, well, maybe if you gave them some money to fix it, they could fix the issue with it.
Most people are just pirating it. Look you. Yeah.
Millie put a hearts emoji, or like the face with hearts emoji.
Who?
Eric's mom, Millie.
Oh,
Thanks, Mom.
thanks, Millie.
Thank you.
Pear,
What's this?
I request putting the trailer. This is the Seth Rogen show.
Yeah, I feel like if you pay, like, say you pay for a movie, and you have the DVD disc and everything, and then say you're on the other side of the world or something, and you want to watch that movie for whatever reason, I think you have every right to pirate it at that point.
Why don't you just burn
because
it?
you already paid for it. Well, you didn't think of that at the time.
What if instead of buying a Blu-ray, you just buy digital like everybody else? in
But
the
then
world?
they can take that away from
But
you.
if
why
you
don't
just
you
buy
just
a
burn
Blu-ray, they give you a digital for some fucking reason, anyways.
That's
All
true.
right. then your problem is solved.
We
Evan.
gave you 3 options that were
Hey,
not
I'm
pirated.
just saying that if you pay for a product, you've already paid them for that product, so you should be able to use that product any way you want. So if I pay for Adobe and then all of a sudden I want to use Adobe on a different computer, but for some reason I can't access my account, then I'll pirate it without feeling any remorse because, well, one, I don't know how to pirate things, but two, I already paid for the product, so I have every right to use that product.
So what you're saying, let me get this straight. What you're saying is if I bought 1 copy of Minecraft, I wouldn't have to buy 3 more in order to. I should.
You can pirate it as many times. I can do whatever I want with Minecraft now because I've given them at least $100.
I'm putting skins.
That's when you know you can pirate. As soon as you bought skins, you know what? You're free to go.
Darth Vader skin.
right.
All right.
Can one of you turn the sound bar on, and then we'll watch this trailer?
You got Grayden?
Soundbar time.
Because I think this
Is
does
it too
look
loud
like a
right
really
now,
good
you
show.
think?
No.
Okay, that's confident.
That's confident.
Confidence
I don't know my
is
own setup?
key.
Yo, Peter, you have Google Scholar on there. Have you been reading?
I
some
totally read
peer-reviewed?
Keith Urban, not Carl Urban. I was like, oh my god, Keith Urban.
Carl
He's
Urban
gonna
was
be an
Judge
actor now.
Dredd.
Oh,
Yeah, in Dredd, the 2012 version. That's such a good movie.
it was a good movie. Yeah.
I love that movie.
The trailer did not do it justice. Like,
No,
when I
but-
saw the trailer for it, I was like, that movie looks horrible. I'm never gonna watch it.
Here's
It's a
why-
cult
I
classic
still
now.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, but the same time goes with like movies that have Unreal trailers, and then you watch them, and it's like they literally put all the best parts in the trailer.
True.
Just I don't know why I thought about this just right now. It's a little off topic, but you know how like Google knows everything, and like if you search something, you'll start seeing ads for it everywhere and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was a story not too long ago about a dad who had a daughter, and the daughter is like in her mid-20s or whatever, and they like shared an Amazon account or something. And he just started getting ads for all this baby shit, and he's like, "What's going on here? Why are you just giving me these ads?" And like he got really upset, and he went to Amazon or whatever it was, and he's like, "This is unacceptable. Why am I getting ads for this?" And turns out the daughter was pregnant. So
Wow.
that's how he found out that he was going to be a grandfather, was through Amazon.
Really?
So
That's pretty cool. That sucks, but that's kind of
like
cool.
how far is technology too far at that point?
That's a whole situation with having the accounts. Like, if they were 2 separate accounts, then it'd be like, what the fuck?
It sounds like kind of one of those stories where it's like, I don't know if you guys ever heard this one, but I hear it a lot. It's like the ads were telling the person that they were gay before they even realized they were gay. Like, I'm kind of like, I mean, I don't think that's.
It's like, I don't know about that.
My stock mouse is garbage.
I don't think that's how it works, but
No,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want one that will fit your hand better?
I have a.
I think we have a child's mouse.
I have the little one at home that I
Aw.
replaced because my hand was too big for
Yeah.
it.
Let's just get him a Fisher Price one. Those are
No,
indestructible.
please.
What?
Why?
A 2DS or
No, the new
Peter, what are you doing, dude?
What?
Just hit play.
I'm waiting for you guys to stop talking.
Well, now you have-
What?
Look at
You
those
brought the
Peter,
window over
we
here.
have a window over here.
Peter,
in those shoes.
can you
Peter,
get
where's
better
your- where's
at your
your face?
job?
Get it out of the.
Peter, what are you doing?
Wait.
Peter, where's your face cam?
My face cam isn't working.
Peter.
All right.
No, I remember that.
Oh, God, don't.
What?
Wow. Oh, see, I'm so down for just like even more superhero stuff. Matt agrees. I'm glad he agrees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Deepest
Yeah.
condolences to Robin's family. She just stepped in the middle of the street.
She was a half step off the fucking curb. Now, come on, Huey, just don't get upset.
Ooh, Kyle punching the wall.
Collateral damage. It's fucking diabolical. They're all like that? All of them. Nice. Yeah. Pardon my French. Fuck those fuckers. Yeah. I got them
Yeah.
together. Jonas.
I want Amazon Prime for this show now.
I have Amazon
been
Prime,
think-
so it's like, oh hell yeah.
Oh, is that freaking Jamie Lynn or what's his name? From The Sixth Sense. It looked like him.
Oh,
The kid.
We can use help stuffing now.
Emily Osment's brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
I'm sorry, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just having a bad day. It's a work thing. I'm supposed to be this hero idol symbol, but I
Same.
don't know what the hell I'm doing.
It's hard being a hero idol symbol. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Just on the rest of them. You're wrong about her. Just remember.
This kind of makes me think of that production thing you were talking about, Jared. Like,
Yeah, like
where
there's
some shows have just terrible. Like, there's this, which looks great,
yeah.
and then there's others where it's like, ugh. Do they have a budget?
Where's Seth Rogen?
He just produced
Yeah,
it.
he's the
Oh.
producer. It's
You never have.
from the writers of Superbad.
This kid is full of surprises. Well.
That actor looks familiar too. I don't know who that is.
The guy?
Yeah.
He's from.
Yeah.
The Boys.
I,
That does look good.
That looks really good.
So it kind of looks like almost they're showing like the darker side of heroes. Like they're like
It almost looks like they're maybe the heroes aren't heroes
Yeah.
type of thing.
or they're yeah they said the collateral damage where they're like, oh, and you know, they save a bunch of people but they also put people at risk.
Yeah, but they also make it seem like that the heroes are just like legitimately villains in this. Like if you look at it, like it shows that Captain America looking dude like have evil looks on his face half the time.
I also like that how they have like they have a bunch of different characters heroes in there, but they vaguely resemble different heroes from DC and
Yeah.
Marvel.
I guess what I would like compare to that would be Kick-Ass 2. They kind of had that style with I forget Jim Carrey's character's name, but like he was kind
Oh,
of like
yeah.
a Captain America-esque dude, but just like more hard ass, I guess.
That was such a weird scenario with that movie. How like Jim Carrey was like super against violence, plays a really violent character in the movie, and then people get mad at him because he's like being hypocritical, and then he just completely like
It was a
stopped
whole weird
supporting the
situation.
movie completely and didn't go to the premiere and everything.
Yeah, it was like he shot the movie and then like I think a shooting or something happened, and then after it happened he was like, I'm against violence, I hate this movie now. And it was like you can't just 180 like that. Doesn't
Yeah.
like what?
I think they were thinking they might have to reshoot his scenes, but I think they worked something out.
Yeah.
So that's good. That Kick-Ass 2 was actually I feel like it was ahead of its time because that came out before. I think that came out around the same time as the Avengers, right? Kick-Ass 2?
I think so.
Before,
Like 2012, 2013ish.
Yeah. Because Kick-Ass 1 came out in like 2008.
Or 2009, something
Yeah.
like that.
And then Kick-Ass 2. Those were fun movies. Too bad they never made a third one. Hopefully they
kinda
make
like,
a
I
third
think
one.
kinda like
it would have
watching-
been like in the series. The next one would have been just Hit Girl. I think is like like her standalone because she rides off. She like goes away from New York or whatever
Oh,
at the end of
right.
Kick-Ass 2.
Shuckle says, like for the boys, he honestly hopes the series ends with just the heroes dying. It would just be the ultimate bait and switch.
No, I think like the people trying to kill the superheroes.
I think so. He just says, yeah, the heroes dying.
Okay, the like protagonists.
I
time.
assume so.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We don't see that very often. Like I guess
Exactly.
the closest thing to that would have been like
Star Wars Episode 3.
Yeah, or even like parts of the Avengers movies.
Oh, yeah,
like
like-
Infinity War. Like they had a bunch of heroes die.
Or Civil War.
Is that a
Spoiler alert, Jerry.
Or Civil War, where
Infinity War.
Baron
I didn't
Zemo is
talk
like,
about Endgame.
Did I lose?
Bolt.
Endgame is still your
Did
point.
I?
He's supposed to come back, hey?
Yeah, and
And Captain in Falcon
and Winter Soldier? Yeah, that'll be cool. And I think I saw he's supposed to have like his classic like costume from the,
Yeah,
or at least his
going,
mask.
He's going full supervillain mode.
Which,
You know what I wish?
Heck
I wish,
yeah.
Like, I wish that Netflix had all of them on there.
They're not going to now.
I know.
Just get Disney Plus.
I'm gonna get it.
I was looking at an article of new movies coming to Netflix like next month here, and like Avengers: Age of Ultron was on that list. I was like, I don't see that being right.
That one was already on Netflix for a while, then came off. And I guess it's just coming back again.
It's just
They constantly do that. They constantly take stuff down and put it
Well, it's 'cause
back
they
up.
have to get rights to it. Right?
Yeah.
To-
Yeah,
They have the
put
license
the
to
stuff back
stream
up
it.
when it's relevant. So like Avengers is back on Netflix, and they took it off like years ago. Spider-Man: Homecoming is on Netflix now, and it never was before. Like they selectively do it to promote certain movies, or just like kind of with the movie's trend, I guess.
It's weird because HBO, it had Homecoming for like months and months ago. So it's weird how all these licensing deals work.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Even like the one thing I will say, like, because I have the Shaw Free Range TV, which has like Crave and a few things on it, and the one thing I like about them is they have new movies that were relatively like just came out of theaters on there, and I don't know, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that Netflix has older movies, but it's nice to see a little more updated as it goes. kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Netflix has always kind of been bad for that. Like I remember when Netflix was like first starting out in Canada, it was like a shell of what the American version was.
Oh yeah.
And like it was just garbage. And unless you found a show that you liked, it was kind of pointless to have Netflix. Like
it had really good like it got me into stand-up comedy for sure. Like they had really good stand-up acts, but like that was mostly it. I think I mostly used like a VPN changer or whatever they were called.
yeah, even now I think American Netflix has still better stuff than
Well,
the Canadian
it is an
version.
American company, right? Like, isn't Netflix
Yeah.
originally U.S.?
It's
Yeah,
just
but you
it seems weird that like they wouldn't have like Canada and US wouldn't have the same
Yeah, they
library.
wouldn't try to keep it similar. Doesn't really make sense to me.
Also, like on a business standpoint, it doesn't make sense to to make one country better than the rest. Like you make more
It's all
money.
the licensing. Like it's not even like
Yeah, I guess they probably have a lot more people, Americans, paying for Netflix than Canadians, just based off of population.
Yeah.
So they can probably justify putting more stuff on it, where in Canada, not so much, right?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess
because
that
if you're
does
not
make
getting that
sense.
return for to buy the license for that, is that how it works? You have to buy licenses per country.
Yeah.
So it's like even if it's the same platform, would that be?
Yeah,
Something like
I think
that. I
that
don't
would
know.
be how that works. So, in conclusion, everyone get a VPN, change your thing to Canada, and use your Netflix in Canada so we can get better Netflix.
This episode of Live Connection Podcast is sponsored by NordVPN/Live Connection.
No, that's not true.
It's not true at all.
Dude, honestly,
I mean, if you want,
honestly,
hook us up.
and Nord, if you ever want to actually sponsor us, that'd be dope. But please don't take this into consideration because I'm about to shit on your product. But I think it throttles your. I think Nord throttles your internet. I think it kind of. I think it slightly does.
I
I
hope
think it slightly does because I've been using it.
This
and my
episode is
internet-
no longer sponsored by NordVPN.
My
Sorry,
internet
Nord.
is, especially on my phone. My internet sucks when I'm using it,
Get better internet.
and now I feel like I just wasted my money on this product that I feel like
Shaw Air
ruins
Fry.
my even my data
I'm slow,
sometimes.
sorry.
And I don't know. I don't know. I haven't actually looked into it, so don't take my word on it. I'm just some guy on the internet. But
1 out of 5 stars.
So
there's an ad that just reminded me of. It always comes onto YouTube whenever I'm watching it. It's like he's like, "Do you want to make money on the internet? Do you want to learn how to make money on the internet?" Or something like that. And it's like he's like, "You don't want to believe a guy yelling at you on YouTube? You shouldn't believe anyone yelling at you on YouTube, but you should listen to me."
Okay.
great sell.
so
I don't understand what you just did. Evan. You're like, hey, if you want sponsored us, do it, but fuck your product.
I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be like
Evan's a sellout.
I don't like. I
companies
don't
like Rooster Teeth doing it to Casper mattresses or whatever. Like, do you like your Casper mattress? Neither do we, but we're sponsored by Casper anyway.
well, you look at like how much of a shit show was that whole what was it? That Philip DeFranco was a big part of that.
Oh, the like
Oh, the
Mental health.
mental health thing. That scandal with the mental health.
BetterHelp, yeah.
BetterHelp. Like all these YouTubers who knew what was happening behind the scenes, knew how bad of a product was, but they didn't say anything about it. They said it helped them and blah blah blah, and like a lot of them were probably lying about that. Like that's so shitty to do just so you can make money. Like,
yeah, you shouldn't support a
that's up to
product
the
that you
person.
don't support.
Yeah.
That's the definition of being a sellout.
What? I'm not a sellout. I'm saying I don't like the product. I just spend money on the product.
But you can still sponsor us.
You can still sponsor us. I'll just say, go get NordVPN. I don't like it personally.
No, that's not how. No, that's not how.
Okay, well, I haven't actually looked into it. I just have a theory.
Dooming or actively. This podcast is canceled. Chuckle's the only one.
Live Connection is canceled. Cancel culture is great.
But-
I love it.
Speaking of canceling the podcast, we're out of time, guys.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
And
Peter
then-
was trying to be subtle about it, but now he's just like, all right, it's over.
Well, I thought that's where you were going with it.
That's what I thought too, but Evan has a tendency to go on about things.
He goes off
sometimes.
script a lot.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for tuning in to the Live Connection podcast number 14. We are
13.
what?
No,
14.
I said 14.
He did.
I said 14.
15?
I said 14.
18?
Okay,
Welcome
thank
to our
you.
year review.
Thank you again. We're going to go offline for a little bit here, and then we're going to be back with some Super Mario Maker and probably a different cast on the couch here.
Morrow.
So we're streaming then. We also stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday.
I can just say goodbye. in the
And you
chat.
can also look in the description. Sorry, the chat. It has links to all our stuff. You can find us on the internet. Thanks again.
Shuckle might start his own podcast.
Shuckle's starting his own podcast. Go check it out.
After you check out ours.
Yeah. but watch ours first.
180. Big 180 there. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.
Love you, Shuckle.
Peace.
Jeez.
Bye.